time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about today's episode. Listen, man, we have a battle going on today. But we had some breaking news in the NFL. We got to talk about DHop now with the Titans. But we got Kevo and Carl coming on, right? From the start, we're going to do DHop. And then after that, we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson, all right? But before I do that, I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars and Mr. You Done Son himself, Tomo. What's good, fellas?
Man, I want to say this, man. I know Dave got to say turn me up, but we are definitely trendsetters. We are trendsetters. Yet again, another topic we were 4 months ahead of the curve on. Look at it, man. Running backs. You're done, son.
You're done, son. Hey, I'm glad my guys are back. I appreciate y'all for being back today because you left me by myself on Friday. So now,
so you left me with good company.
But no, it was a great show Friday. Definitely, if y'all didn't go see that, make sure y'all go tune in. I feel like that was probably one of my best episodes that I've had. So make sure y'all go tune in. But Coach and Mark, you know, two guys that I definitely I love having on the show. But it's Monday, money making Mondays. It's time to turn up. Because the crew is back.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm ready for these topics. I'm ready for this.
Are you sure you ready?
Oh, they did them like they did Purdy in the playoff game.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, he back. I didn't think you heard me. That's why I said it.
You wildin'. All right, y'all, let's get right to it. So look, before we get started, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms because we are streaming this on 3 platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and we are monetized on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who subscribed and all the subscribers, right, that for the future. So like it on all 3 platforms. Share this video on all 3 platforms because this is a debate today, y'all. Y'all want to make sure y'all get people on here, especially all your Eagle fans, all your NFC East fans. Oh, this is Oh man, Tomo, do I got to root for Kevo, bro?
You got to, man.
AFC North versus NFC East.
You got no choice today. You got no choice today.
You gonna make me do that? I don't know. I gotta think about that. But look, we got the AFC North against the NFC East today. Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson. So make sure y'all get people on here. Share this video. Also, use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Thomas is going to dig into the super chats, but if you put a super chat on the board, we will put that in front of everybody. It's a cut line, if you know what I mean, right? And then if you're behind the cut line, I'm sorry, you probably can get in the club. All right? So, Dave, talk about those IG chats we have going on.
Man, these IG chats have definitely been lighting it up lately. Baseball chat has been going up. Boxing has been going up. It's a lot of stuff that's been going on in there. Tyson admitted that the reason why he bit Holyfield's ear because he was losing that fight. But, I mean, we all knew that. Yeah. We all knew that was the case. NFL, Tomo, you got Micah Parsons just tweeted something. He just said that, you know, his mom still pays for his phone bill, his Netflix account. So,
hey man, money management, right? Money Mondays.
Yeah, you heard of money to pay it.
He said, "Save while you can, save while you can." But these chats have definitely going up. We give you all the latest news and all these all of these IG chats, like I said, these are on Instagram, only on Instagram at the moment. We may or may not upgrade them. Who knows? But right now they're only on Instagram. This is the NBA. I'm mixing with the WNBA. I know. I think one of the last shows they said that where's the WNBA logo, but it'll be added. Don't worry about that. But there was some. We had a Mystics player that's going to be out for a few weeks. So just recover when you can, please, because we want y'all to win another championship. NFL, we got 2 NFL topics. Well, one NFL topic and an NFL debate going on today. So make sure you tune in. Like the video if you have not already. Subscribe, become a member because it's going to be very important to these IG chats. Major League Baseball, shout out to BWT Baseball with Teddy. More than likely, there's going to be an episode on Friday, a live episode Friday. So make sure you tune in for that. For that episode, college football and college basketball. College basketball is men and women, of course. College football is near. I can't wait for that season to start. And then boxing, we got a big fight coming up July 29th. Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford. So make sure you tune into that. Tomo's going to be hosting the boxing episode whenever that comes up. So make sure you tune into that. This is also mixed in with some UFC and wrestling. Coach has been having his time with wrestling videos. He's been sharing them all the time. So you got somebody in there. Tay, you might want to go ahead and tune in because you said you wanted a wrestling partner in there. You got one now. So tune in. But Tomo, just let them know what they need to do so they can join these IG chats.
Look, man, the only way you get in these chats is if you follow these rules right here. You click that link in the description and you become a member. Now, we've been talking about these member levels for a couple weeks now, and we finally got some stuff for y'all. But let me break this down. So we got the pro level, all-star level, and the superstar level. In the pro level, for $2.99 a month, you get loyalty badges next to your name and live comments, and in the chats. You also get priority comments. So like Joe told you earlier, you get to jump to the front when you got something you want to say. And you get to join one sports chat. So all the chats that Dave just so eloquently told you all about before, you get to join one. That's for $2.99. Now, if you want to be an all-star, not just a star on the jersey, you want to be an all-star, for $4.99 a month, you get the same perks from the pro level, but you get member-only videos. And we got something for y'all for if you them all-star members, you got some member-only videos dropping. You also get to join multiple chats. So you get to be in every single chat. So you get to see the news and updates for all the sports. And you get to request a topic or a segment nominee. So that's a topic on the show. And for the segments, that's You're Done, Son, Not So Average Top 5, and Dave's Doghouse. But if you want to just be like, you know what? I want everything. You get the superstar level for $9.99. So you still get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level, but you get to join the R2L chat. That's where all the debates finish. That's where all the debates finish. They may start in one of the public chats, but they finish in the R2L chat. So you want to be there. That's where this debate even started from. So look at that. You get to be a guest on the show. So we're going to have 2 great guests come on here now, talk about their quarterbacks, one I really don't care about. But you get award plaques and top performers. Awards, and the plaques go to the top performers. That's based upon the person who comes on the show, and it's based upon your numbers. So if you come on here and show out, you're going to get an award. Check out that award episode so you can get a full detailed understanding of that. And also you get member shout outs. So shout out to all of our members. I'm going to run down the names at the end of the show because we got new members coming because I want you to join while you're watching this episode.
Let's get it. And shout out, like Dave said, to BWT Baseball with Teddy. So an episode had dropped yesterday. Make sure you gotta go check that out. And like Dave said, there will be a live episode this week. He's debating either Wednesday or Friday. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that announcement. We're going to announce it here on Refuse to Lose Sports. So check out BWT Baseball with Teddy on Refuse to Lose Sports. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. All right, so let's bring our guest on, and then we're going to kick into Tomo. All right. We have 2 guests here. One representing NFC East, one representing AFC North, one representing Jalen Hurts, one representing Lamar Jackson. But before we get them on here, we're going to talk about DHop, and then we're going to have them debate. So make sure y'all stay on. But first, we're going to bring up Carl. What's good, Carl?
Yo, what's good? What's going on?
sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And then
My
this
guy Carl, what's going on, my guy?
He ravened out. Look at that.
What's good? What's going on, man? I'm
Raven
happy.
out.
As always, I'm glad to be a part of the show.
This man doesn't need a grill, and y'all think you from Baltimore. But look though. So the next person we're gonna bring up is Kevo. He got a grand entrance or something like that. You know, he walked through the tunnel.
He did though.
What's good, Kevo?
What's good?
All right, Tomo. What's up?
What's going on?
So it's only fitting, right, that we start this episode off by talking about a number one receiver. I mean, a wide receiver that was out there, you know, because this NFL free agency has been crazy. There's a lot of running backs that's just been sitting on the sideline like, hey, is my phone going to ring? But meanwhile, this one wide receiver just getting calls from everybody. He done went up the whole Eastern Seaboard. He done visited all the teams, but only 2 teams really narrowed it down, and it got ugly. Yesterday, we found out that DHop signed with the Titans. Some people were upset. Some people are happy for it. To me, I'm just glad the frenzy is over for him. So I'm going to start this off with our guest. Carl, you know, you love DHop. So I'm going to let you go first, man. What's your reaction to this signing?
I mean, I love DHop, but I hate the Titans. So, I mean, it sucks he went to Tennessee, but I'm just glad to see my boy ball for another 2 years. In my opinion, I always say, y'all know it. I think he's the best receiver in the league. Route running, great hands, all that. You know, he produces no matter who's at quarterback. And now that he has a solid, because some people like to take what I said about Tannehill in the past and amplify it. A solid quarterback. He should do numbers. He should do wonders for that Tennessee Titans offense. He should take some of the pressure off of Derrick Henry. I think it's a great signing for them. 2 years, $26 million. Who was that? $13 million a year. If the numbers work out like that, that's not bad at all for a guy of his caliber. So I like it for them. It sucks it's them because, again, I hate the Titans, but a great move by them.
Kevo?
I mean, the move, I don't see the point in it, honestly. I don't think it's going to really – I don't think it's a good match for either side. I don't think they're going to take them over the top to where they can actually win something out of it. I mean, I don't think he'll get the money that he was looking for. He's not going to get the accolades he's looking for to put on top of his career, anything like that. Him going from the Texans to the Cardinals to the Titans is just a downward spiral, if you ask me. I don't see the point at all. Like he could have waited. It's plenty of people haven't even started training camp yet. You know how many injuries about to start happening? People gonna be calling out, reaching out. You could have got a better number if you would have waited, first of all. And then you could have got a better opportunity on a better team. Point blank period. But I mean, I guess Titans did it out of desperation because, again, I mean, Treylon Burks, I like Treylon Burks, to be honest with you. He was a good replacement for AJ. I don't think he's AJ Brown, but I think he's a good replacement for him at the time that it was. And for me, it's like them going to get DeAndre is saying that they don't have faith in the receivers that they have. Because I think, did they just draft another receiver?
I think so.
I believe they
got
got
Levis. I don't know
they
about
got Levis, yeah.
who?
I don't know about a receiver. I know they drafted Levis. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know
got a quarterback.
I
I
gotta
don't
look.
think they drafted a receiver.
They picked it. They picked up another receiver, something like that. But I'm just saying, I don't see where it moves the needle for either side for real. I don't think Tannehill is going to over target Hopkins or anything like that, and I just don't think his head is going to be where people expect it to be. Like Hopkins is going to be the same Hopkins, if you ask me. Not saying that he losing talent or anything. It's not him going there is not going to match to what he was talking about accomplishing before he went there. It don't add up.
That's true. Dave, what's your take?
Something I saw about this, about the Titans when star receivers leave where they were and go to the Titans. I heard Titans is where receivers go to die. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen for DHop. But I will say this, though, to the Titans' credit, weren't they the number one seed just a few years ago?
2 years ago.
Just 2 years ago, they were the number one seed in the AFC.
And they were 6-2, 7-2 at one point last year.
With Patrick Mahomes there in the AFC, with Joe Burrow in the AFC, with Josh Allen, with Lamar Jackson, with all these good quarterbacks, they were the number 1 seed. I actually think this is a really good pickup for the Titans. With Treylon Burks, Derrick Henry there, of course. I mean, it's King Henry, so we know he's going to do what he needs to do. If Tannehill comes back and he's healthy, I think they have a good chance to at least be 3 seed, maybe 3 seed, 2 seed in the AFC. Who knows? But I don't see a championship out of this. So, and his contract it could be worth up to $32 million based on incentives. So,
how many years?
I say it's
2.
It's 2 years.
That's decent.
It could end up being 2 years, $32 million. So I say it's a good pickup. But like I said, it all depends on the quarterback play.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he wanted more than Odell. I think Odell got his contract. He wanted more than Odell. So look, here's my take on this, y'all. All right, number one, I'm kind of with Kevo. I was confused by this. I like he had a little list. I want to play with a quarterback who loves the game. I want this, I want that. But I honestly think he went there for the money. I do. Titans offer the most money. He's trying to redeem himself to get a new contract. So I think that's what it's all about. Now, for the Titans, I think it's a good pickup. You know, I think that if they're healthy, because they weren't healthy last year. Tannehill was out. Dang, Henry was hurt for a little bit. They defense, all around their defense was hurt. You know, so if they're healthy, they could win a division over the Jaguars. I think they could win a division over the Jaguars if they're healthy. But I don't think that they could make a run in the playoffs, deep run in the playoffs to the Super Bowl. As long as Tannehill, their quarterback, I'm sorry, Carl, I just don't see that. You know. But this is what I'm pissed off at for real. The Patriots. All right. Bill Belichick. Awesome coach. Great head coach. GM, I don't know about all that. I'm sorry, I don't. I mean, this is where his GM skills get me like, what are you doing? Like, they said, I'm hearing everywhere that Titans got him because they made a biggest offer. Why aren't you making a bigger offer to get DHop? See, I talk to Patriots fans all the time here, y'all, and they kill Mac Jones. Oh, Mac Jones ain't the guy. He this and that. First of all, look at Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, Mac Jones' rookie year, had one of the best rookie seasons statistically, right? Not saying he's a great player, but what did he do next year? Put a defensive coach to coach his quarterback in his second year. So now this dude is on his third offensive coordinator in 3 years, even though I thought Billy Brown was a good pickup because he got a familiar person from Alabama. But we got to start thinking this dude Tom Brady. When Tom Brady first came in, didn't he have an all-time great defense? Carl know about that in his first 3 years. Do Mac Jones have an all-time great defense? No. So if you're not going to give him an all-time great defense, can we at least give him a receiver? That's my thing. Juju? Really? You about to have Mac Jones doing the gritty on TikTok. Come on now, man. We need
don't sleep on Taekwon.
All right. We need no one receiver, all right? I'm not a Patriots fan. But I'm saying, like, as a Patriots fan, I'll be so mad right now because Belichick ain't pulled the trigger. So that's my thing. I thought he was a better fit with the Patriots, but yet he went to the Titans because they offer more money.
Okay, let me you all named some great stuff here. Think about this. DHop made an appearance on a podcast, right? And he named some quarterbacks that he did want to play with. But think about the quarterbacks that he did play with, right? He won 4 Pro Bowls with these quarterbacks. Case Keenum, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Mallett, rest in peace, Brian Hoyer. Go ahead.
I ain't doing it.
All right, I got you.
It's our job, Carl. You got it.
Oh, okay. So we got my man Teddy from BWT. $4.99 super chat. A request for Carl to say this one. Okay, Carl, go ahead. It's on you.
All right, Mahomes is the GOAT. Refuse the news. Stop spreading the news. Do your job humbly. Get your popcorn ready to a great show today.
For the listeners, it's ready to go. For the listeners. All right, continue, Tomo. Shout out to Teddy.
Teddy, that was a good one.
Good way to spin that, Carl. Good way to spin that.
Man.
Out here, man.
But me saying that, no sir.
Hey, for the folks that's looking, it's Brady to go. But Case Keenum, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Mallett, again, rest in peace. Brian Hoyer, TJ Yates, Brandon Whedon, Brock Osweiler, Tom Savage, Deshaun Watson, AJ McCurran, and Kyler Murray. These are all the quarterbacks he's played with.
He ain't played with Matt Schaub?
Nah,
Yeah.
he might have.
He did.
He did?
Play action, Matt Shaw.
He did?
Yeah, my job was on that
Nah.
list.
Matt Shaw was there where Andre Johnson was
Nah,
there.
he
Not
wasn't
when-
there.
not when
Oh,
D-Hop.
damn. My bad. We went too far back. You might be
Yeah,
right.
that's too. My bad.
Now,
Play action, Matt Shaw.
yeah, we all know what happened with these quarterbacks. You know, he still got his. Oh, I mean, he still made 4 Pro Bowls with these quarterbacks, right? And this is the list he named: Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert. But then he goes signs with the Titans. You're a free agent. I'm not saying Tannehill, like Carl, I understand. I'm not saying Tannehill is bad, but the list of quarterbacks that you could have went and played with versus the team you went to sign for, I'm with you, Joe. He did it for the money, man. He was listening to Deion Sanders. I can't sing it for copyright purposes, but y'all know the song. And that's why he went down there. I also said it in the chat yesterday. I think he just hates the Texans this much that he just wants to play them twice and show them that, look, bro, I still got it.
It could be the case.
So
That could be the case. He's like, you know what? Y'all traded me away. Bet I'm coming back.
Can I
for
spend
some
something
of the
that?
comments-
Oh my bad.
No,
Can
go
I
ahead.
spend something that KF said real quick?
Mhm.
I don't think that this can show they have no trust in Traylon Burks. I think this can show that DeAndre Hopkins can mentor Traylon Burks. He can give him pointers while helping the team succeed. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, we don't believe in you, Traylon Burks. This is only his second year. Last year was a rookie year, and he had to deal with a carousel at quarterback because Tannehill got hurt, and Dobbs wasn't the guy. Malik Willis didn't do as well as people thought. So it's not all on Traylon Burks. And I think Traylon Burks even got hurt too. So I don't think it's all of that. I think there could be a move to where he can mentor the young receivers there. He can also, be the number 1 guy. Traylon Burks can be the number 2. And they also lost Robert Woods to the Texans, so they had to replace a receiver somewhere. Why not get a D-Hop? The thing with the Patriots, however, is they don't spend money. They lost at middle linebacker. Jamie Collins. Jamie Collins wanted money. They told him, see you later. Went to the Browns. After that didn't work with the Browns. Well, I won't say it didn't work, but he did well with the Browns. He came back on less money to come back to the Patriots. It's just the Patriot way. They don't pay you. They're not going to pay you. Understand that you wanted him to pull the trigger on, bro, but that's just not him. So he's not going to not be himself. And then maybe the Bill O'Brien thing could have played a small factor in it. I don't know if they ever made up for Houston, but that could have also played a small factor into it. And the last thing I wanted to come back is I don't think leaving from Houston to Arizona to Tennessee is a downward slope because Arizona's trending down as we speak.
He's talking about quarterback play.
I'm talking about like quarterback play. I'm just talking about the organizations too. I mean, Arizona is turning down too, but Arizona was supposed to be. Everybody has Arizona Super Bowl contenders when he went there.
I don't know who had them that
Hey,
far.
bro, you can't even fake when D-Hop was healthy.
Huh?
D-Hop was healthy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is that more D-Hop or is that more Kyler? But I
When
didn't
D-Hop and Kyler were healthy, they were.
And the
they were
team was
winning.
loaded, like bro. Like then they got Zach Ertz in the middle of the year and all that. And then
Super Bowl contender. I never heard Arizona being a contender.
I get you on that, but Arizona was better than Tennessee.
They had them.
That same year wasn't Tennessee the number 1 seed that year?
Yeah, but D-Hop got hurt midway through the year, and Kyler. That's my point. They
Derrick
were
Henry
undefeated.
got hurt week 8.
They were undefeated, Carl, when D-Hop got hurt.
They was undefeated before they got hurt. They was
But the main reason why people
got Zach Ertz.
I feel y'all, but the main reason why people believe the Titans have success got hurt week 8.
All right.
I said the coach. That's why I'm like, I feel like the GM is working against the coach. That's another reason why I don't understand the moves and stuff. Because you go and get rid of AJ Brown, then you draft Traylon Burks, and then you go draft 2 quarterbacks back to back with picks you could have took other players to fill other positions.
Well,
then you
one
go
of those
draft
moves we understand.
big corner that had like a major injury that he may not come back from too high. So it's like it don't add up. It's like the two sides working against each other. If you ask me.
Well,
Kev,
Kev, we understand one of those moves. Everything else, we with you, but we understand the first one.
Wait, which move do
you talking about AJ Brown, bro?
Come on now. You've been on the show.
Don't say we. Do not say we.
Let's move on to the next
Yeah,
topic.
there you go, Kevo. There you go, Kevo.
Don't say we, because I'm not a part of that.
You don't have to be, because now it's on you to defend your man. So don't worry about it, all right? Because round, we really get to while we really here. A couple folks, I want to say, being a part of these chats, a lot of things just randomly just drop off, just drop in your lap. You be like, man, what's this? Kind of like the stork, when they drop the baby off on the porch. Like, oh, what a surprise. and then a random debate will come out of nowhere. We be like, start, bench, cut, or who do we want in a prime? And we don't even answer the question. We just go straight into who we think is better than the other person. And I don't even know how these two even got on the same round, but we ended up asking, will Jalen Hurts be better than Lamar Jackson when it's all said and done? Dramatic pause.
Who's going first?
And we have to go with the younger quarterback.
Okay.
Because there we go. He got to prove it. That's all we saying about him. He got to prove it. So you got to prove to us, will he be better?
When it's all said. First of all, I want to give my respect to Lamar Jackson because I'm not here to bash him or down talk him too up at Jalen Hurts. I want it to be a nice, clean fight, smooth battle. But of course, I'm on the what people would consider the B side, but it's okay. Jalen Hurts coming off a hot year, career not as long as Lamar Jackson. So us trying to compare the careers, it's going to be like kind of idiotic to try to run down a bunch of numbers and stuff like that, to be honest with you. But if I was to go player for player, right, perk for perk, for which each player contributes to the game as a whole. Now, on the field, everybody knows that Lamar Jackson is the better overall or more explosive athlete when it comes to his legs and making plays. While also he can also throw as well. Lamar Jackson has put up 300-yard games before, so that's one thing people always go off of. What?
Don't. See Teddy trying to start stuff. Hold on, for the folks that's on the audio adventure, this is literally how it starts right here. Teddy put up there, start, bench, cut, Joe, Tomo, Dave. This is how the chats get to rolling. So we're going to let the comments take it away, but go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, that's funny.
But we compare the two, right? All right, so we're going to go legs, we're going to go Lamar. Even though Jalen Hurts is just as a good runner as Lamar Jackson, just two different styles. They like the same quarterback, but two different styles in the same sense, if you ask me. I feel like Jalen Hurts is more accurate than Lamar, but Lamar is a bit stronger than Jalen Hurts. I feel like Jalen Hurts is a better decision maker overall than Lamar, but Lamar is very well underrated with his decision making. So he gets a knock for that. But also, when you go back to Lamar Jackson's MVP season, when you look at it from a quarterback perspective, people be like, oh, he only threw for this many yards. But when you watch it in totality, the reason why he won MVP was because of the impact on the game. Jalen Hurts last year, if you look at his numbers, his impact on the game was just as strong. But then you look at the two teams, it's like, okay, Lamar Jackson doesn't have no receivers. That's always the thing. It's like when you bring up Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, you look at Jalen Hurts, he had A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, blah, 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 blah. Lamar Jackson is just straight tight ends at the end of the day. So for me to put up my fight with Jalen Hurts, I feel like it's bigger than just the two players as a whole. It's about the position you've been put in to succeed when it comes to who's going to end up being a better player overall. For one, Jalen Hurts came in.
Hold on. Because we got you seen that Jordan debate. You seen the debate. Everybody got heavy opening comments.
Man, well, I thought it was an opening monologue.
Yeah, because you about to break down his career. I had to stop you right there.
All right, go ahead.
Now, you remember the question, Carl?
Yeah, who would be better when it's all said and done, Lamar, Jalen Hurts?
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it's just an opening monologue.
I had to. I knew I was like, I'm trying to find a perfect spot, but as soon as like first year, I was like, that's it.
He was in his own. I was locked in.
All right, so I'm gonna keep my opening monologues pretty short and sweet. Like Kevo said, I'm not here to bash Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has proven me wrong from what I said last year, so all respect to Hurts. I think he's gonna be a great quarterback. I think he is a great decision maker, a great leader. Now, my boy Lamar, I do think he shows those same types of qualities, leadership, great in the community, just as much as Jalen Hurts. You see, videos of him with the kids. He even got bashed for it, which is crazy, playing football with the kids. Oh, my God, he's playing football with the kids. He's going to get blah, blah, blah. Lamar can't do no right to some of these media members. It's crazy. But anyway, great decision maker, as Kevo said. I think he's also very underrated in that. Has a great arm. I think he's more accurate than people give him credit for, because just like they like to what I'm going to say, just like they overhype or underlook Josh Allen's inaccuracies, they like to exaggerate Lamar Jackson's quarterbacks miss passes. It happens. We have yet to see Lamar's full potential because he's yet to have the weapons to show what he can really do in a great offense. And not only that, he's coming with weapons and a new OC because our OC got out of there. And I'm pretty sure it's the time when they ran that reverse pass in the red zone against the Broncos that still pissed me off that Justin Simmons picked off in the back of the end zone. So, yeah, my opening statement is I have a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts. I just think my dog, when it's dog said and done, Lamar Jackson will be the better quarterback of the two. And I think he'll have a couple rings.
Kevo.
Oh, it's time to get the ring
Yes,
started. That's the intro right there, right?
You said the rings. Wow. Okay.
Okay. I can't wait to see both of them in the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. It's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yo, hold on, like playing each other?
Yeah, why not?
We're hating.
Why can't
I
you?
asked the question. I'm the host.
I seen your face.
Question, Carl.
I seen your face.
That'd be one for the books. And it'd be a plus for Jalen Hurts because he already played by Patrick Mahomes. But I ain't gonna do that.
Don't fall for it, Tomo. They're trying to create some
see,
chemistry in the
yeah.
debate. Yeah.
This ain't Glitchgate, man. Go ahead, Kev.
Yo, man, open through the pass.
Hey, okay. Now look, we're not doing that today. This is about why Jalen Hurts who would be better.
Yeah, he is. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, hey, open your pass, so continue, Carl.
No, it's okay.
We're not going there, man. Look, all right, so look. So we're going to go to Jalen Hurts. First year starting, right? Boom. He started off, whatever. He's still getting the knocks for whatever he was getting.
Yeah. Carl, you can take it away. Go ahead, Kev. We got you. Go ahead, Carl.
You good, Kate? Are you good? You want me to go or are you straight? All right, I'll go a little bit. All right, so we'll just start a little bit with Lamar Jackson, right? Because people like to say Jalen Hurts, he didn't play on a good team. This defense was trash, and they limited to the playoffs. Cool. Lamar Jackson, first season coming into the league, Joe Flacco was the starter. We were 4-5. They put Lamar Jackson in, we go 6-1. We make the playoffs. Jalen Hurts, full season as in the league, they go 9-7, make the wild card as well. But that defense was top 10 statistically. So, I mean, I get that it might not have looked good on the field, but they were top 10 statistically. And just to give you an example of what it means, the Ravens defense gave up a lot of fourth quarter leads. I complained about this defense a lot. We were, I believe, ranked ninth in the league. So as much as I love to kill our defense for being, giving up leads and stuff like that, both had top 10 defenses. It just didn't look good, but it ended in results. All right, go ahead, Kev, if you're ready. I just want to do a little bit out just to kill time.
That's cool. It's cool. But nah, so like when Jalen Hurts first came in his first year, he was going to the playoffs or whatever. I'm not gonna say that Jalen Hurts carried the team, not like that. He showed improvement. That's one thing about Jalen Hurts. Since high school, if you look at all his numbers, starting high school to college, you can look at his high school numbers, but college up to now, his numbers increase every single year in every major category, no matter what. That's one thing about him. He improves every year. As far as we know right now, to next year, I'm hoping or guessing that it will continue to increase. We get to the playoffs, lose to the Buccaneers. Everybody raving about what happened in the Buccaneers game and erase any other good game he had before that. So he was getting bashed before the season started. People ignoring that he had the foot injury, things of that nature, whatever. Right? Coming to that year, we draft Devontae Smith as our first pick. Wide receiver that he played with in Alabama. Know him and Devontae Smith, they had a report that Tua had, but they still have familiarity with each other. Nowadays in all sports across America, you're seeing it now where teams are going to the point where players want to play with their friends, best friends, quotation, they want to play with people they're familiar with. I knew that the Eagles was going to be fully invested in that once they drafted Devontae Smith. Then the year after that, the same exact year, we went and got Landon Collins, who was a center or guard for Alabama and Florida State. But he went there as well, which that's another person that he's familiar with, or they have familiar in the same circles. Then, of course, after that, we went and got the year after that, we went and got AJ Brown, who's his best friend. Whatever, they did the wedding thing and things of that nature. And then on top of that, after that, we went and got a person that he's been knowing his whole entire life as a quarterback coach beforehand. which they claim that he didn't say that he knew him or whatever, but then he came out and said that after the fact, I did got the job. I don't believe that, but whatever, that's it. That is what it is. But a guy that his father coached as a child became my offensive coordinator. That's when I knew something was going on with Wentz. But like I said before in my monologue, that Jalen Hurts, the reason why I think that he's going to end up having a better career is the familiarity of the people that's around him. He has the foundation that's been built, and the people that's around him, the team that's built around him.
Don't read that, man.
Don't focus the comments. Don't focus the comments.
No.
That's what I'm hoping though. Like Carl said before, I understand that the Ravens went and got an offensive coordinator from Georgia, this, that, and the third. I understand that Greg Roman was based on the run. Lamar Jackson, again, the thing about Lamar Jackson is the wide receivers, he never had them. He had Hollywood Brown at one point, but that's not, you don't want to call him a star wide receiver. He had tight ends. Jalen Hurts, he got all these players around him. So now, okay, Lamar Jackson going into this new system, but he still got to learn the whole new system. So he's on the year that people are kind of like, he's at that point where he's reached a height, and now people have him dropping. Now he can make a pivot and start to pick back up, but I think it's going to take steps. I don't think he's going to jump back up there and just shoot back up the charts just like that. Now Jalen Hurts, the one thing about him before people was knocking him was that he had never been in the same offense in consecutive years since high school. The 1 year that he has the same offensive coordinator back-to-back seasons, he makes a huge leap. Now, our offensive coordinator is gone, but our offense is still going to be the same. It's Sirianni's offense at the end of the day. He started out the offensive coordinator. He gave up play calling duties because he wanted to focus on the 14 aspect. But he gave that to Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen is gone, but Brian Johnson, he's taking on another offensive coordinator who's going to run the same exact offense, but then implement even more things that he knows even more about Jalen Hurts because they have a deeper connection outside of the field that by him watching him grow up. Like they have who knows what they talk about, but they've been talking about since high school, college, what's that and the third, what you like, what you don't like to do. They have
All right. You said familiarity. We gotta let Carl get something because you just said Lamar might fall off. So we gotta let Carl.
All right.
So call him LaCar.
I get the familiarity standpoint, but my thing is this: Lamar is getting like I said before, a new offensive coordinator, and everybody's raving about how this offense is so much different. It's so much better for the passing. The passing schemes are way better than what Roman had. We should be explosive. We got weapons, all that in the third. I get that. Now, my thing with Lamar is when we didn't have all that, and we had Hollywood Brown, John Brown, Willie Snead, which I think those two guys aren't even in the league anymore. I could be wrong. And Mark Andrews, he threw for 36 touchdowns. He led the league in passing touchdowns when he won MVP. He's the youngest. I believe he's the youngest MVP too, if I'm correct. Went 13-2. We were so good in the regular season that we played the Steelers with our JV team and still beat them because it's the Steelers. They suck. Got to get my shot in. But anyway, so with Lamar also, no. The thing I wanted to attack with Jalen Hurts is this huge leap that he made. I understand it looks like if you go from the eye, yes, it's better. But if you go from the numbers, it's not all that great. He had an increase of 500 passing yards. I will not knock the fact that he had 3,700 passing yards because Lamar is yet to eclipse that. Part of that could be because of injury, because he only played 12 games the past 2 seasons. And, I mean, close to 4,000 yards is nothing to sneeze at either, so congrats to Hurts on that. But he only had 6 more passing touchdowns from the second year to the third year. A lot of people, we had a debate in the chats. Some people were saying that Danny Jones isn't the reason why the Giants were as good as they were. Well, Danny Jones had 15 touchdowns to 5 picks. Hurts had 22 touchdowns to 6 picks. Now you can say, well, Carl, they had Saquon. Saquon Barkley had 1,312 yards on 295 carries and 10 touchdowns. Miles Sanders had 1,269 yards on 259 carries and 11 touchdowns. So both running backs were both running backs were explosive, double-digit touchdowns. Both running backs had identical yards in the season. So if one gets all this praise, Why doesn't the other get all these praise? And here's another thing I wanted to bring up. Jared Goff Super Bowl run, because Jalen Hurts did make a Super Bowl, and congrats. But so did Jared Goff. And Jared Goff didn't get second team All Pro as a quarterback, while Jalen Hurts did. Now let's talk about Jared Goff's regular season numbers. Jared Goff had 4,688 passing yards, which is almost 1,000 more than Jalen Hurts. He had 32 passing touchdowns, which is 10 more than Jalen Hurts. But he did those 6 more picks than Jalen Hurts. But he didn't get any type of all-pro recognition or anything like that. Nobody said, oh, Jared Goff is going to jump into the top 10. He didn't get none of that recognition. You know why? Because his playoff run was mediocre. He had 1 touchdown to 3 picks. Jalen Hurts, prior to the Super Bowl, had 259 yards, if I'm correct, in both games combined, and 2 touchdowns to 0 picks. It's not exactly, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, he played great, which led them to go to the Super Bowl in that playoff run. He had a pretty mediocre playoff run. The run game basically did his job, and the defense played phenomenally, and he rode that to a playoff run. Now, will not discredit how great he played in that Super Bowl. He had a phenomenal Super Bowl. Even though I heard Kev say he outplayed Mahomes in the beginning, and I disagree still to this day. He had a great playoff game. I can't, but I think he had 1 passing touchdown to 3 rushing touchdowns. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts is going to be a great passer in this league. I still think he has room to develop. As all this credit that he gets now, which it's deserved, it's just, other guys don't get the credit that he got, but while doing the same thing, if not even more.
There you go, Kev.
Thanks for feeding it to my narrative. For one, thank you for pointing that out for Joe. Appreciate that. Saquon, I'm dropping down like 2 spots. But that feeds to my narrative of why I feel like he's going to be the better quarterback at the end, because he doesn't have to put it all on his back the way Lamar has to or had to. Now, again, I've looked at the Georgia offense. I see what the offensive coordinator is bringing to the table, and I think it's going to be good for Lamar with, you know, him elevating to where he wants to be, to get him out of that the talks of him not being an elite quarterback by certain people. But I'm confused on why, when you just threw the random numbers and stats, so we just talked about passing touchdown. We talking about 2 dudes who are the top 2 elite runners in the game, and not part of that. A huge part of that game is the running game. So how do you leave out the fact that Jalen Hurts had 13 rushing touchdowns last year? 13. That ain't normal. That's more than Lamar normally get, to be honest with you. But so I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the way they attack is different, but it's the same in a sense. Lamar uses his legs to get the team down the field. Lamar uses his legs to close the drive out most of the time. We get in the red zone.
You mean Jalen?
You
mean Jalen? You said Lamar twice.
My bad. Yeah, Jalen.
I got your back.
Once we get in the red zone, it's on him. That's another thing with Sanders. At one point, he's just like, all right, now he been selfish. At one point, he got his numbers in last year, but we could talk about that. But when it comes to Hurts, like I say, like he's in the position to not do it all, and then by Brian Johnson taking over and us going to get those running backs, Penny and Swift. Swift is practicing with the wide receivers too, because not one element that we didn't have in our passing game last year, as good as our offense was we didn't throw to the running backs a lot at all. Jalen Hurts barely ever checked down. He was all outside throws, and then you catch Goddard here and there. It was mainly deep shots for the most part. So, okay, whatever. But them implementing this new element to the offense of them to passing to the running back is going to elevate, I think, Hurts even more, add more to the screen game and things. And it's by Brian Johnson being an ex-quarterback and played at a high level in college football. He understands what it takes for a quarterback with his legs and what his best friends are, and what are the things that even take more pressure off of Hurts. So I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to be even put into a safer bag just by him having that type of support around him. So again, runs into my narrative. I feel like why he's going to end up being elevated over Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Carl, I know you want to rebut to this, but Kev, everything you just said sounds like more for next season not his overall career.
I
Because
mean,
his offensive coordinator could get fired.
He just got a contract. So I mean, somebody OC can get fired, or he can get a job. I mean,
Yeah,
but again, the thing that keeps the door revolving is the fact that it's Sirianni's offense. So whatever they put into this bag of Sirianni's offense, it stays in Philly. And you can take whatever you want to take out, but we can keep what we want to keep because it's already been put in the bag. That's just him filtering in and out what he needs and what he want to add to his offense. It's almost like what Belichick did with the Patriots, to where you can add and you can keep changing. That's one thing I did like about Belichick's offense, or whether you want to call it what's his name, McDaniel's offense, whatever, is that the Patriots used to switch up from week to week, year to year. They never was the same. They always fit the personnel that's there. I don't like teams that you already know their identity. This is what they do. You can say the Eagles have an identity, but the way we attack teams is completely different from the conventional offense. You don't see anybody who's doing the same exact thing that we do.
But I'll let Carl correct me on this. Carl, you could say the same thing about the Ravens, right? You really truly don't have an identity because you all never really had the weapons to show what Lamar is capable of.
We had an identity. It was run the rock and play good defense.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Now you can rebut to that.
All right, Kev, just like I, quote unquote, fell in your narrative, you fell into mine. I purposely didn't announce the rushing yards and touchdowns because I had that lined up. So Jalen Hurts, correct, uses his legs. But let's talk about the difference between his second year, first year as a full starter, and his third year, second year as a full starter. He had 24 less rushing yards and 3 more rushing touchdowns. So what again wasn't a huge leap between his first year starting and his second year starting. Now, if we want to talk about rushing, the only quarterback, no, my bad. The most rushing yards by a quarterback is Lamar Jackson with 1,200 yards.
We know that. We know that for a fact. That's why I said his MVP year was so. You got to give him the MVP because of the impact he did with his arm and his legs. That's why he got it. If it wasn't for that, then he wouldn't have got it.
His total touchdowns his MVP year was 43. 36, again, led the league in passing touchdowns and had 7 rushing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, did y'all know, is the fastest quarterback to 100 passing touchdowns and 4,000 rushing yards. Second behind him, it took him 67 games. Second behind him is Randall Cunningham with 98. Now, if you're saying, Carl, that's so late. That's like the 90s. Let's go recent. It took Cam 103 games to do that, and it took Vic 103 games to do that. Let's go to some more records. Lamar is the only quarterback to have a 75-yard passing touchdown and a 75-yard rushing touchdown in the same game. Lamar has 7 200-yard passing games and 100 rushing yard games. In the same 200 passing yards and 100 rushing yards. The closest is, I don't even know who the closest, but the closest has 3. So it's more. I have a whole list of records that Lamar has.
I'm not gonna go with stats because I go with context at the end of the day. It's all about when it happened, what play it was. All the number stuff don't matter to me. Like with Jalen Hurts, what I said about Jalen Hurts a year ago before he even went off for real was that it don't matter how he won the game, he's going to win the game. It's all about winning.
I appreciate it.
And Lamar Jackson is a winner too.
Can I finish, sir? I just want to finish. I got you. So I get you right with the whole context and the eye test, but the eye test also shows that Lamar Jackson is really great. He's elite as a runner. And he's really great. I won't say great. He's really good as a passer. I won't say great only because the weapons he's had, they're not good. So it can misconstrue J-Mo, that's for you, some people's view of Lamar. So I think he's a really great passer, but others may disagree. But I digress. I wanted to attack your point, too, about Jalen Hurts and the decision-making. So do you know... All right, that's cool. Did you know that the MVP year and Jalen Hurts' second place MVP year, they both had the same completion percentage at 66%, and they both threw the same amount of picks, which was 6. But again, Lamar led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and Jalen Hurts was 14th in touchdown passes with 22. So I think they're both again great decision makers. I wanted to bring up some more records. Lamar Jackson is 45-16 as a starting quarterback in his league. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep just trying to find one that's impressive. I'm just trying to find one that's more impressive, you know, because it's so many I have to choose from. I have to be careful which ones I choose.
That's why I can't. I would never bash him.
I'm gonna just stop there though. I do have a whole bunch, but I'm
What's
gonna
his
just stop.
playoff record? Since
Okay,
we
that's
talking
cool.
about
You
records.
want to bring up the playoff
Come
record?
on, we gotta let's talk about some stuff. You guys are being too nice here.
I'm in that car. I mean, I can't be too bashful because I ain't crazy.
I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying you brought up all these records, but the record that we care about, because that's the one that people like to throw out all the time, is this playoff record. Like, talk about that. Because Jalen Hurts made the Super Bowl.
To that narrative, I brought up the Jared Goff situation about him going to the Super Bowl one year, and then he didn't really go back. He actually got traded years later for the guy who won the Super Bowl, and my guy Matt Stafford, but we're not talking about him.
He led the league.
But yeah, I'm not going to run away from the fact that he's 1-3 in the playoffs. And I'm also not going to run away from the fact that one of the games, I will put most of the blame on Lamar. That Titans game at home, the wild card game, even though we had 8 or 9 drop passes that game, I will put that loss on Lamar. Now, let's talk about that Bills game, because it's so funny what happened this year with the Bills and Dolphins. Josh Allen gets strip sack fumble late in the third quarter. The Dolphins take it to the crib and go up. Now, what did Josh Allen have that Lamar Jackson didn't have when he threw his pick six? An opportunity to redeem himself. Josh Allen had an opportunity to redeem himself. He redeemed himself, won the game. Lamar Jackson had a snap go 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage, literally the next drive, and get knocked out the game with a concussion. Who's to say what happens if Lamar Jackson has a chance to finish that game? Picks, turnovers happen, big plays happen. It's about how you come back, the resiliency of it. Lamar Jackson didn't have that opportunity, and like I said, it was shown that if you have an opportunity to right or wrong, you can do that. So yes, he is 1-3 in the playoffs. That Bills game, let's talk about the mistakes other people made. One, that wasn't the first time a ball went 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage when Lamar got hurt. That was the second time a ball went 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about the drop pass by Mark Andrews on third down. Let's talk about the 2, not 1, but 2 field goal kicks that Justin Tucker, the greatest kicker in the league, might be the best kicker of all time. I would throw him out there for best kicker of all time. Missed 2 field goals that could have had us winning that game.
How long were those field goals?
Huh?
Like how long were those field goals?
They were short. They weren't long. They were like, I think 40s or something like that. Maybe one was 50. I think one was 40. We missed them both. And somebody fact check me. I didn't look, but I think if I remember correctly, one was like 50, one was 40. Somebody fact check me. I can't be wrong. I've reserved the right to be wrong there. Let's talk about the when Lamar got that first fumble, he threw an accurate pass, I believe to Mark Andrews, who dropped it. Then JK dropped the first down. JK missed a block on an open Marquise Hollywood Brown touchdown that didn't allow Lamar to step up to throw that pass. It's just so many things that went wrong before that pick six. Now, I'm not excusing the pick six because it happened. You can't do that. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Lamar was the only one that played bad. The Ravens played good, and Lamar is the reason why they lost. No, the Ravens played bad before the pick six. The pick six just amplified how bad they played.
Go ahead.
So I'm not running away from this record. I'm first to say that Lamar Jackson needs to go to the AFC Championship at least this year. So I'm not going to run away from the record. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's all Lamar either why they lost those playoff games, because that just absolutely isn't true.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is hold on. He not done. He got quiet.
I'm done.
Yeah, see, come on, man, that's the chemistry.
Oh no, I know chemistry. Hey, Jalan, I'm gonna throw this out there just to make this clear.
Hold up. Before you go though, we're gonna give both of y'all 2 minutes and 30 seconds. To wrap this case up. So Kevo, we're gonna let you go. We got the timer starting, so you can go ahead and wrap this case up and tell us why you believe Jalen Hurts will be better than Lamar Jackson when it's all said and done. And then, Carl, you'll get the same.
When this is all said and done, Jalen Hurts is going to end up being better than Lamar. For one, I ain't going to take none away from Lamar Jackson. When he came out of college, I felt like he was going to elevate to a good quarterback in the league because I felt like he was a hard-working quarterback. I feel like he was going to put the work in. But the difference between him and Jalen Hurts when it comes to putting the work in is that Jalen Hurts is obsessed. He could throw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, or whatever. He's going to find the worst play in the game, and he gonna obsess himself on making sure he correct that mistake. That's one thing about it. Whatever he did wrong this season, Jalen Hurts got a whole binder full of whatever he did bad, and that's the only thing he's gonna work on for the most part. This the obsession to the game that he got that's so identical to Brady is it don't make no sense. Now, whether you're gonna be there or not, that's another thing. End all be all. It's not about being the best player, whatever. You can throw up all these stats, all these numbers about who the fastest, who got the strongest arm. You can't put Brady up next to none of these dudes when it comes to none of that, except for his performance on the field. As came into the league, Brady wasn't leading the league in passing or wasn't the most accurate, nothing like that. It took time after time by him being in the element that he was in. He made the best of it, and he made sure that he mastered his craft when it came to being the elite one when it's time to be elite in crunch time. And Jalen Hurts, as I've seen so far, even though it's a short amount of time, so another reason why this is kind of a tough debate on my side because his career is very short right now. But I can see the elevation of him working on those critical moments to where he completely locked in, cold as ice. Straight up. So I say that the obsession of the game is my end all be all to why Jalen Hurts will end up being a better quarterback in the league. Straight up. But not in the league, better than Lamar. My bad.
I'm gonna say that was like that 2-minute drive in the Super Bowl, man. You got them 8 points, man, to tie this game up. Carl, it's on you.
First of all, I like to tell my uncle to get out of here. Second of all, I like to say that again, this was not to bash Jalen Hurts. I have much respect for Jalen Hurts. I think the future is looking bright with Lamar, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, amongst others at QB. But I think my guy will be the best when it's all said and done because now we've seen my man win an MVP, and he didn't scratch the surface of what he could be, and he was a unanimous MVP. I think we still have more room to grow from that MVP season, which can be really scary. I want to combat what Kev said about working hard. I think Lamar is just obsessed with the game as Jalen Hurts. All you hear from Lamar is, I just want to work with my guys. I want to be with my guys. I just want to work. I mean, I don't go and find the content, so it's not posted as much. But if I really wanted to, I'm pretty sure I could. But it's just I don't really care too much. So, but Lamar works on his game just as much as any QB in the league, and I think that's just facts. This is also a guy who some people thought he should make the switch to receiver, and he's been proving everybody wrong ever since. We gave him a chance. We traded up to draft him in the first round. If we don't do that, I don't even think Lamar's a first round pick, which is kind of crazy looking back at it. Not even kind of, it's really crazy. I think Todd Monken is going to elevate his game, just like you can say Nick Sirianni or Shane Steichen and elevated Jalen Hurts, or the QB coach elevated Hurts. I think Todd Monken is going to elevate Lamar Jackson's game, which again can be really scary because we know what Lamar Jackson can do at this level. And let's not forget that the Ravens always fall off a cliff when they get hurt. So if he can sustain playing on the field and we don't fall off a cliff, NFL better watch out.
Man. Joe?
Was that what the playoffs last year?
Yeah, we did by the skin of our teeth because thank God for the lead that Lamar gave us.
All right, y'all. There y'all go. Lamar Jackson versus Jalen Hurts. All right, there y'all go. Hey, look, y'all, we went over time, but that's all good. That's how it is when you have a good debate. So before y'all leave, I know y'all give y'all last words for the debate, but give y'all last words for you in the show. Like Kevo, plug in TK Sweets, Carl, do your little shout outs, right? So let's start off with you, Carl, and Kevo.
All right. As always, appreciate y'all for having me on the show. It was great debate, Kev. Again, 2 great black quarterbacks. Can't bash them. You know, we can only elevate them. Secondly, I'm going to do this for you. I don't drink Pepsi, even though I don't drink soda, but drink Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? It allowed me to go to the Heat game last year to drink Pepsi. Shout out. Hey, I'm going to do it for Kev, too. Shout out TK Sweets and Cheats. I just got some recently, strawberry crunch cookies. They're really good. If you really like cookies, I would recommend them. And come on, Ravens AFC Championship. Let's do that. Let's finally get over this Mahomes hump because he got our number.
That ain't happening. Oh, go ahead.
What'd he say?
No, I said go ahead. Don't mind me, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was pretty much done before you said that.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Carl. Carl definitely pulled up. It's not his first time, matter of fact. Question them cookies to be on point. But shout out to TK Sweets and Treats. You can hit us up on our website or Instagram, TK Sweets, the letter N treats.com. But yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts the GOAT, bro. Hurts season, MVP for this year. He get MVP this year because the only reason why he didn't get it last year because he got hurt.
That's not a sponsor.
Huh?
Nah, everybody go ahead, not you. I'll address them in my last words.
All right, and just know that I'm snapping it now that the Eagles will be the first NFC East champion repeater since the Eagles the last time it happened. That is what it is.
Cap.
All right, when you do it, then you can say something. You know,
I can get behind that. I can get behind that statement.
And let my man do his last words.
It's good. That's the last words. I'm done.
Tomo was not rocking. He was like, "Nah, I ain't letting this thing."
Hashtag Sinus Mark 2023. Mark you next.
Called you out, Mark. Come on, man. You gotta show up. You on mute, Joe.
And he dipped out, dropped the mic and all that.
Yeah, I knew that.
All right, Carl.
Can I say one more thing, Joe? My bad. This is what I want to say, man. We got so many good minds in this chat, so many good debaters. I need more of y'all to come on here because me and AJ have been on here twice in like 2 weeks. So I need some more of y'all. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all can find something to argue. Let's get on the show and let's debate.
AJ got his own platform. Still making.
Carl, I'm glad you said that. I'm calling out somebody, and it's somebody that I know personally.
Who?
My brother, Tony. You talk a lot outside of the chat, and you're not in the chats. You're not active in the chats. If you're going to talk outside of the chats, come on the show and talk in the chat.
Let's get it.
All right, Carl. Appreciate you. All right, Kevo. Y'all stay safe, and we'll see y'all in the chat. Let's get it. Great debate, man. All right, man. That was awesome. Let's move on, though. Let's go out to our announcements. Hey, listen, y'all. Make sure y'all like this video on all 3 platforms that we're streaming this on. That's Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, which we are partners at. Shout out to YouTube. Make sure y'all share this video with multiple people so they can go and watch this. This is a good debate between Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. You heard it. Matter of fact, put in the comment section. Let us know who won. We should do that with the MJ and LeBron debate too. Right? We're going to start doing that. Throw in the comment section. Let us know who won the debate. And
it's unanimous, like the
appreciate. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I hear that. Appreciate y'all, right, for using that comment section. Right, y'all been lit in the comments like always. We appreciate y'all for real. Shout out to Teddy with the super chat and Dave. Let's talk about those IG chats we got going on.
Yeah, so these IG chats, we pretty much give you all the latest news here first. This is where most of the topics come from because we all the news comes from there, and we pretty much figure out what we're going to talk about during there. And sometimes we just randomly see it somewhere and be like, or we talk amongst each other and come up with something that no one else talks about. And then next thing you know, other shows are talking about it months later. So like Tomo has said, he hasn't said this in a while, but we are the Whole Foods of sports shows. So got to give Tomo a shout out for that. But in these chats, we have and these are only on Instagram at the moment. It's NBA mixed in with WNBA. Shout out to my guy Dwayne Wade, who is now a part owner of the Chicago Sky. So shout out to you. NBA season is over. There's still a lot of things that need to be talked about as far as the NBA for other teams. So if you want to know more about that, then Tomo will let you know what you got to do to get in those chats. Major League Baseball. The Yankees start a series with the Angels tonight, with Ohtani being the talks of the town of he might be getting traded. And the Yankees are one of those teams. If you want to know more about that, make sure you watch BWT Baseball with Teddy. All the news goes through there, so make sure you pay attention to BWT. College football, almost here. Can't wait for that to happen. From what I remember, Carl's going to be in charge of most of the college stuff when or if that comes up. So Carl, trust me, he knows this stuff when it comes to college. College basketball, men and women. So make sure you pay attention to basketball this year, men and women, because it's going to be lit this year. So make sure you pay attention to that. And then boxing mixed with some UFC and some wrestling. So it's going to be exciting. July 29th. Errol Spence, Bud Crawford. Tune in. Tomo, let them know what they need to do so they can get all the info on these chats.
Look, man, if you watch this episode and you watch the last debate and you feel like you want to come on here and say that, hey, none of us know what we talking about, become a member. If you want to join these chats, become a member. Because other than that, your comments are just going to be like a book. They only going to get read. No responses. You know what I'm saying? And to do that, you can click the link in the description below, or you can click the join button right next to the subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Also, a public service announcement right quick. For everyone that's watching, hitting the like button is free. Becoming a member, you got to pay for that. But hitting the like button is free. You get literally just hit the like button, even if you don't like it, because you like stuff all the time on Instagram that you never gonna touch. So you can like this. But after you finish that, click that link in the description and be like, hey, man, there we go. Click that link in the description. You become a pro for $2.99 a month. And with the pro, you get loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and live chats. You get priority comments, as you can see throughout this show. You've seen the priority comments jump to the front. You also get to join one sports chat. That's literally one sports chat. So all the chats that Dave just told you about prior to, you get to join one. But if you're feeling frisky and you want to be an all-star, for $4.99 a month, you can get the same perks from the pro level, but you get the member-only videos, and we have some exclusive member-only videos coming. So if you're not an all-star, I suggest you become an all-star today. Again, click the link in the description. You get to join multiple chats with that. So you get to be updated on everything, literally all news topics and everything from the multiple chats. And you get membership. Oh, no, you don't. Not yet. You thought you caught me slipping. Nope. You get to request a topic or a segment. So you get to come up with something that you like. You know what? I think MJ was better than Steph. We would talk about it because you're an all-star, but I'll tell you how you can come on here and tell us and prove us wrong just in a second. And also you get segment nominees. So that's your Done Son, Not So Average Top 5, and Dave's Doghouse. But like I said prior to, if you want to be a superstar, when you was at that all-star level and you requested an actual topic, you can then come on the show at the superstar level for $9.99 a month, because you get to be in the R2L chat. Again, you get to be the guest on the show, and you get awards and plaques to the top performers, and you get member shout outs. I wanted to shout out a new member today. You all let me down. I'm a little upset. At you out there. I thought I was going to have to shout out a new member, but I want to give the shout outs to the members that are rocking with us right now. So shout out to Jerry, Donnell, Ty, and the trio. We brought into it. So it's good product because we brought into it. So click that link in the description and become a member today. Take it away, Joe.
Let's get it. And also, for those who are members, we got member-only videos dropping tomorrow. All right? So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. It's going to be live, so make sure y'all watch that, all right? So stay tuned for that. Y'all should get an email, whatever notification y'all get when you're a member. All right? So only members can actually see that. I think All-Star and
It's All-Star and above. Yeah, you got
All-Star and above. Yeah, All-Star and above only see this video. All right, and shout out to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. If you are a diehard fan, a casual fan, a fan just want to be a fan, tune in to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. Dave already mentioned it. We got a live show coming up this Friday or Wednesday, sometime this week. Stay tuned for that. A new episode had dropped yesterday, so make sure y'all go and tune in to that episode and the previous episode. And anything you want to know about baseball is through BWT Baseball with Teddy. So let's get our last words. Listen, man, y'all see what I'm rocking right here, right? I had to let the people know I ain't rocking with Hurts. I ain't rocking with Lamar either. Those not my guys. My guy is Sam Howell. My guy is Terry McLaurin. All right. So look. Commanders, I heard Dave and Tomo come on here talking about Daniel Snyder might still be here, all that stuff. I heard the show. I was in the comments. I was watching. Maybe I wasn't commenting, but I was watching. And no feedback from that. No take on that right now. I just want to say I'm praying for the best for our team. Hopefully that we won't have any ownership distraction this year. But if we don't have any distraction for our ownership, I got us having a really big year. But we're going to talk about that down the road. Shout out to my Sacramento Kings. Like the bean.
Like the bean.
You're on mute.
Radio Dave.
I know, right? Hey, yo, what's up?
It's crazy you said that, Joe. I got some news for you about your Commanders.
Let's talk to me. What's up?
So the NFL Finance Committee unofficially decided today to recommend approval of Josh Harris's purchase of the Commanders. So
you the man.
More than likely, it's going to happen. And the league and Daniel Snyder have reached an agreement to settle all outstanding legal matters.
Yeah, I wasn't worried.
So there you go.
I wasn't worried.
And those would be my last words to give you some good news.
I wore this for a reason. I knew that news was coming. Talking about, I already talked. Dave, you already know about these charges, bro. We the news first. I knew about this before I came on the show. That's why I had to throw the jersey and represent.
Well, I should have took mine off because that guy out here talking about he not gonna throw 10 interceptions, and Michael Parsons saying that his mama's still paying his phone bill. So we all over the place down here. So Dallas is still Dallas. But my last words is, hey, Carl, I know you're gonna go ahead.
Hold on, Dave, you got any last words?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Psych. Shout out to the U, baby. Shout out to the U, University of Miami. Like I said, college football is coming up soon, so that's what I'm most excited about. Let's get it.
Oh, so look, my last word is gonna be quick. Look, Carl, I know you're gonna go back and watch this episode because I know that moment that just happened that you didn't realize happened. You're gonna be like, it's gonna bug you, it's gonna irk you. So I'm gonna tell you right now, hey, bro, we don't shout out other sponsors they not sponsoring us. I'm not even gonna say their name
because y'all,
you know that the soda brand that I said AJ Brown was no name brands. They don't sponsor us. No more shout outs like that, man. That's a fine.
I know, free advertisement.
Yeah, now we can go. TK Sweets, they a sponsor. You know, you want your landscaping done? Hit up Vaughn. I'm gonna remember the company name next time. Don't kill me, but I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but take it away, Joe. Send us on home.
Let's get it. That's all we have for y'all today. We'll see you at the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.